Veronica stroked her daughter's hair and said, "Sunshine, but why are you so upset? Everything will be fine. Believe me, you just need to be patient, just work hard to achieve what you want." Lily was crying softly, her face buried in her mother's shoulder. "Mom, it's not fair. Rachel told the director that I play better than anyone in the class. But the director even stamped her foot and said that Angelina is going to the competition. Mom, why is it like this? Only the best are sent to competitions." Veronica hugged her daughter tighter. How could she explain that life isn't always fair, that often, more often than one would like, people act not as they should, but as circumstances dictate? In this case, the circumstance was Angelina's father, who was involved in big business and was one of the school's sponsors. Lily cried herself to sleep, and Veronica decided she had to visit the music school. She knew it would be impossible to change the director's mind, but she wasn't going to let it go without a fight. They didn't live luxuriously, and Angelina's family was far ahead of them. But surely the school cared about winning competitions and not just about money? Veronica knew Lily was talented. She had shown promise from a young age. Although it wasn't surprising, Lily's father, Oliver, came from a musical family. However, this very circumstance prevented them from creating a family. Oliver's mother simply did not accept Veronica. She visited her after they met and asked her to disappear from her son's life. "Veronica, you probably don't understand that Oliver is made for art, not for marrying you. If I'm not mistaken, your parents worked on a farm. Yes, it matters. Dear, it's very straightforward. But don't you understand, Oliver is in love now. He doesn't see anything, doesn't notice. Suppose you marry him. Very soon, he will realize that you are as different as heaven and earth. He won't say anything to you because he is well-bred, but he will suffer in his creativity, a crisis will come, and he is a musician, you understand, a musician with a capital M. And if you love him even a little, you won't let him bury his talent. And with you, it will be exactly like that. I can compensate you for all the expenses related to your disappearance." Veronica understood that this dominant woman would not let them live. And what if everything would be exactly as Oliver's mother said? Veronica did not want that. She knew what music meant to Oliver. "I don't need anything. I will leave tomorrow." The woman's face lit up with joy. "I hope you won't hold a grudge against me. When you have your own children, you will understand me. You will do anything to make your child happier." Veronica smiled inwardly. Of course. Moreover, it would happen sooner than her almost mother-in-law thought because, at that moment, she was already carrying little Lily under her heart. However, Oliver did not know about it yet. He had just left for a tour, and Veronica decided to tell him only when he returned. Veronica crossed the threshold of the music school and, for some reason, remembered exactly these words of Emma. Yes, now she was ready to even fight with the director of this school. The only thing that held her back was the fact that there were no other violin schools in the city. Lily, at 10 years old, not only played virtuosically but also loved it immensely. Veronica knocked on the door with the director sign. Hearing a yes, she took a deep breath and opened it. The director stood up to meet her. "Hello, are you here to see me?" "Yes, Marina, I'm here to see you." The director frowned, apparently trying to remember who Veronica was, but then just looked at her questioningly. "I am Lily Novikov's mother." Marina immediately became less friendly. "I'm listening to you, but you surely understand why I am here." Veronica tried to speak calmly. "No, I have no idea." The director sat down. Veronica was not going to give up. She sat down opposite her. Marina looked at her but said nothing. Tell me, or rather, explain to me, why my daughter is not going to the competition as previously announced. Why was she replaced by a girl who missed the notes 3 times at the last demonstration concert? Marina was fiddling with a pencil that kept slipping out of her hands. When Veronica finished speaking, the pencil broke. The woman threw it away and looked at Veronica. Tell me, what business is it of yours who I send to the competition? I am the director here, and I decide who goes where. But it's not fair. You know very well that Lily performed for the school much better. Besides good performance, what can your Lily bring to the school? That's right, nothing. Half of everything here is sustained by Angelina, so I won't discuss this topic with you. If you are not satisfied, you can always withdraw your documents. If I'm not mistaken, your daughter studies here for free after passing the competition. Veronica did not respond anymore. She walked to the door and, already opening it, turned around. You know, there is no excuse for those who try to make money. And you not only do this but also teach children from a young age that life is unfair. Veronica gently closed the door. For a few seconds, she stood as if gathering her thoughts, then walked towards the exit. She was frantically thinking about what to tell her daughter. Veronica! The woman turned around and saw Rachel hurrying towards her. Veronica, hello. I'll say right away that I fought to the end, but no one listened to me. I must apologize to you. Honestly, I don't even know what else to say. You are not to blame, Rachel. Of course, Lily is very upset, but she is a child. Hopefully, she will forget about it very soon. It's not fair. The girl has enormous talent. Tell me, what is your financial situation? The thing is, very famous people are coming to our city. They are looking for talents. Your Lily must get there. You understand, this will immediately determine her future. And no director dads can ruin it. But there are several rounds. She needs to practice additionally, needs appropriate concert attire. And she needs a violin, a real one, you understand, not from a store for a small amount of money, but an instrument. Veronica smiled sadly. No, we don't have such funds. We don't have a father, I have a mortgage on the apartment, so it won't work. But this is such a chance for Lily. You must understand, the competition that Angelina is going to is not even close to this one. I'm sorry, Rachel, I have to go. Veronica moved further down the corridor, and Rachel looked at her sadly. That's how young talents are lost, she thought. Neither Veronica nor Rachel noticed that there was another person present during their conversation. The janitor, who was cleaning the school, stood behind the door throughout the conversation and listened attentively. When the corridor was empty, she came out, approached the window, and saw Veronica sitting in the schoolyard, apparently crying. The janitor hit the windowsill with her fist. Everything will be fine, she thought. In the evening, Lily was looking at her mother strangely. Veronica remained silent, knowing that if Lily wanted to ask something, she would. Mom, yes, dear. Mom, I saw an announcement today on my way from school, a big poster. Imagine, famous musicians are coming to our city, Mom. More talents. I really want to try. Veronica sighed. Sweetheart, I know how important this is to you. I know how much you want to participate. But, perhaps, I am a bad mother because I can't afford it. You see, we just don't have the money. You need concert outfits. You need money that we don't have. I'm sorry, Lily. Veronica lowered her head. She understood perfectly well what was happening in her child's soul. She was ready to hate herself. After all, it was she who could not provide her daughter with a normal life. This is not the last competition. Someday I will definitely. Lily kissed her mother and went to her room. She packed her backpack and took the violin case in her hands. Today, Angelina either accidentally or intentionally caught it, and it fell to the floor with a crash. The violin was not damaged, but the case was now without a handle. Mom had long planned to buy a new one, but Lily understood that they didn't have the money yet and kept silent. And now she didn't know what to do. Well, today she definitely wouldn't say anything. And tomorrow too, and then there are vacations, maybe it will be possible to fix it. Of course, all day Angelina practiced her wit, constantly teasing Lily about her inability to buy a new case. Lily remained silent. Once, when Angelina was particularly rude, it happened during a break in the corridor. Even the janitor tugged at her, doing it quite rudely, and Angelina hissed, "Consider yourself fired," and left. And Lily saw for the first time that their janitor was a very beautiful woman, and her appearance and facial features did not fit this role at all. "Is your name Lily?" The girl nodded. The woman smiled. "Come to my room after classes. I'll go home for lunch. I definitely had a violin case, by the way, a very beautiful one. I don't need it anymore, but it will be useful to you. Don't refuse. I won't work here anymore anyway, I'll leave. So, I'll have to throw it away." The woman had a point, and Lily did not resist anymore. After classes, she knocked on the door of the room. The woman opened the door immediately. "Oh, you're just in time. I've already been fired." Lily was upset. "It's all because of me." But the woman laughed. "Nonsense. The job was rotten from top to bottom anyway. I wouldn't have worked here anymore. Here, take it." Lily gasped. "Oh, how beautiful. It's antique. Child, it's very old." Lily took the case. It was heavy. There was something inside, perhaps. "You'll look at it at home, okay? And the key." The woman looked at Lily intently, smiled, but her smile was very sad. "And the key, child, is hanging around your mother's neck. I also have one, but let it remain as a keepsake. And now run, I hear Marina's voice." Lily wanted to ask a million questions, but she also heard the director and rushed away. "Mom!" Veronica rushed out of the room. Her daughter's voice was such that she even dropped the cloth she was using to dust. "Mum, look what I was given." Veronica stared at the case, and the color slowly drained from her face. Oliver had the exact same one. He told her that a long time ago, they were made by an then unknown master. "Where did you get this? This must be very expensive." "Oh, Mom, the janitor stood up for me today, and then she was fired for it. And before that, Angelina broke my case and laughed at me, saying that I would never get a new one. And then this woman called me and said that she had a case and was going to throw it away, but it's heavy, there's something inside." "Lily!" Veronica almost had to shout to stop the flow of words. "Mom, she didn't give me the key. She said that you have it around your neck." Veronica clutched her chest, slowly pulling out the key. It was a golden key ring shaped like a real one. The woman carefully turned it, and something clicked in the case. Inside lay the very same antique, very expensive violin and a thick envelope. "Oliver!" Lily looked at the violin, at her mother. "Mommy, is this for me?" Veronica took the envelope. Inside was a thick stack of money and a short letter. "Forgive me, Veronica. Forgive me, granddaughter. I have been looking for you for so long. But I couldn't approach you, I was afraid. I really want Lily to win the competition. Buy everything you need. And I will definitely come to watch." Lily performed brilliantly in the final round. The victory was undoubtedly hers. Veronica stood and applauded her daughter, and then, out of the corner of her eye, She saw Emma standing a little to the side with a huge bouquet and crying. Seeing that Veronica recognized her, she quickly gave the bouquet to someone and headed for the exit. The woman turned around. Veronica was standing in front of her. "I think we should celebrate Lily's success in the family circle. After all, you are still her grandmother." For a moment, the woman looked at Veronica. Then she embraced her and burst into tears. If you like the story, please support me with a thumbs up. One click, but it means a lot to me. Thank you.